Hello and welcome to the first race of a new series here, hosted by Gavin Lemons, also known as Griffin2448 on YouTube. It is going to be essentially some Xfinity racing here. It's fixed setup in the Xfinity car, but they are going to be the B Open race lengths, and it's all the league racers, people we know here in this one, and essentially just kind of doing a mimic of what the B Open races are, just with fixed setups. And the setups provided by Daniel. So he's actually here today. Where is he? There he is. He's out here as well, so it's good to see him and everybody else. Hold on, it's a little bit loud. There we go. Might as well get this set up for later, I guess. But really excited, so happy I can be part of this, and that Gavin is kind enough to host. We are going to be getting started here in just a few seconds in qualifying, and feeling pretty good so far. I did some of my own practice first, and then jumped in here, and I'm feeling pretty good about my hot lap time. We'll see if I can do long run very well as well. We'll see how that goes. Track temp a little bit hotter than whenever I was practicing, and it's going from 116 to question mark 114. So just a tiny bit cooler, but could get a little bit more grip as we'll go out for qualifying. See if we can't hit our marks. Nashville Superspeedway is very interesting as a race course. It definitely seems like a place where driving it really hard only makes you slower. You have to be really particular about hitting your line. And kind of just walking the edge there. Like that.
Green. Okay.
Hopefully that'll be a good enough run to the line. We'll try to get a good lap here. Ooh, there's actually a lot more grip out here. I really could have pushed that harder. Interesting. Okay. Noted. Yeah, there's a lot more grip out here, so I'm going to push a little bit harder this next lap. 30.9 right now.
Pole position. That lap time was 31.00.
I can go better.
Behind has just done a 31.03.
So you see the times coming in. Right now barely on pole, but I think I have to do better a second lap if I want to keep it. And I think we will get slightly better, but just slightly. Yeah, a couple thousandths of a second faster. So we'll see if that holds, but I'm pretty happy with that, getting a sub 31. And we'll do a practice pit in as well, because this is a bit of a tricky place to pit. I don't really have a solid marker that I use. I kind of just look and see where the grass ends, and once I see that the grass has ended on the left over there, and I come in over here, get it down to 45.
They won't accept the way you're driving.
So that'll work.
Will be deleted until you reset the car and try again. Pit box in.
Blah blah blah, reset the car, whatever. We got our laps in.
74 Fahrenheit, front right.
And right now we're holding on to it. Gavin has a very nice lap. Gets him P7. Just barely got knocked out. One more spot there. Some really close times out here. And still a handful of people ready to go. Looks like Daniel might be just doing some practice laps. I don't know if he might have purposely given himself that black flag, so his laps don't count, but he still does some laps. Nick qualifying? He is not quite yet. Wonder if he's waiting for track temps to go down or anything. He's not usually the type to do that, so he might just be hanging out, not sure. Oh no, what happened to Nick King? Says he's not in the session. Maybe he's just now connecting, I don't know. But really great to see everybody. So excited to participate here in this one, and on Fridays going forward. Today's a Wednesday because Gavin is not available on this particular upcoming Friday, so Wednesday for today. But in the future, they'll be coming out on Fridays. And make sure I got all my settings ready for the race. I think that should all be pretty good. I moved my steering ratio to 12:1 because that's what I do in every car. And I moved my brake bias back to 60, get some extra turn on entry. Yeah, thank you for hosting, Gavin. Absolutely. Hopefully we can put on a good race. And thank you to Chris. I'll say thanks, man. You too. So I feel like in these races, you really don't have to worry about anyone being big jerks. There'll be accidents and stuff, I'm sure, because especially in cold tires, it gets pretty sketchy. So you might get some slips and slides, but one thing at least you don't have to worry about in league racing like this are guys just plowing through you and stuff, and if they do, then Gavin kicks them out, so it all works out. We'll do GLA. We hold on to the pole, that's awesome, and the track temp way down now. So we're gonna try to get some rotation on exit. Hopefully be okay long run. Session last lap ready. 90 laps here in this one. We will need to do a pit stop for fuel.
The estimated strength of field is
pretty good strength of field here.
96.
Gavin's got very fast viewers. And Nick in here as well. Can't wait to watch his video of the event as well, assuming he's uploading it. Oh no, Ian just lost connection in P3. Oh, that sucks. If I hadn't already been in the car, I would have waited to grid up and give him as much time as possible.
30 seconds.
Oh man. But if I climb out now, the race will just start without me. That would really stink. And I got 16 seconds. Man, that sucks. First race of this this league season type thing. He's always a guy racing for the win as well. He's very fast. Starting in P3. Oh, I hate that for him. But Alan in the 94, he'll be able to go a row up, so that's good news for him.
Rolling start, get ready.
One to go, next time by, you'll be lining up on the inside. Pit road,
I don't think I need to bother saving fuel because we want to pit around halfway, probably lap 46 through like 49 or something. And we got plenty to make that, so not too worried about it. Don't know if we have restart zones enabled. We'll find out here in a moment. Looks like a second gear start. Yeah. Interesting. First gear. Okay. Gotta make sure we don't spin the tires or anything. Nice and gentle. getting our launch.
Get ready, going green.
And we'll go ahead and get this thing started. So excited, happy to be here. Restart zones enabled?
Time to do your job.
Does not look
Pace car is
to
off.
be the
Get
case.
ready. Green flag, green flag.
Alright. Good clean breakaway. Gotta be careful on the cold tires. Lots of grip out here though. So not quite as slippy as I thought it might be. I wonder if I'm going to have to be more gentle on exit then if we're going to get that much grip out here. Because I don't want it to be on the right front by any means. I think we try to manage that gap. Half a second back to Eric, who's very fast.
Well, that was a 30.80. The guy behind has just done a 30.75.
Good rotation though in this setup. Daniel makes really great setups. Yeah, I'm not really getting it yawed out too much on throttle because of how grippy the track is, so I might want to actually be kind of gentle on the throttle. Because we got a lot of laps to do here. And the way that league races go, or in particular these league races, and how Nashville Superspeedway tends to run, we're very likely to get a long green run. So that's what I'm going to anticipate.
You're now in the lead. Your last lap time was a 30.79.
Let the car turn on its own. Try not to use the steering wheel to do it as much. Make sure I'm getting on brakes enough. Pull the car to the left.
Okay, Colton. Fuel window opens on lap 27. It will end on lap 62.
Alright, so far so good. Eric's catching me a little bit, but I'm not too concerned about that. I don't want to let that bait me into overdriving. So if he catches us, we'll let him go by. Had that test race at Charlotte that was pretty fun. I ended up hurting my tires too much in that one. But that was all the fault of my own approach, because we had the fix set up for that one, and I wasn't quite ready for how tight it was going to get. And I was not as careful with my tire saving because it was a fixed race length instead of the open length, so I thought I could get away with it a little bit more. And that killed my tires and let Leighton and Allen catch us, because they did a much better job. The hope is here I will be able to have the longer run pace this time.
Your lap time was at 30.86.
Basically just trying to let the throttle and the brakes turn the car as much as possible, rather than the steering wheel. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see if we end up doing better long run than some guys, or if we fall off. Usually not very good about saving tires, to be honest, so we could definitely end up on the wrong side of things, but I'm trying. Something I've always found I need to improve on is being able to maintain a solid pace, but still take care of the tires.
Your last lap time was at 31.1. 4.
Eric's right there behind us. I'm not gonna panic. Just keep trying to be smooth. Still very early, so even if he does get by us, we've got plenty of time to get it back. Still not even a third of the way through this run. Eric's got some company back there. Alan's only a 10th behind him. 10th or 2.
That was at 31.16.
What a cool track, though. I really love this place. Intermediates are my favorite to race, and particularly ones that require a little bit of brake, big lifts off, some fighting of the wheel on exit when it gets loose. We're not getting as much of that right now because of the cooler temps, but you'll still get some of it for sure. This week has been really rough. Pretty much every race I've done so far, something's gone wrong. Whether it's getting dumped in the truck series or really bad scoring error, kind of ruining the mood in the Xfinity race I did. Then ARCA at Bristol, predictable results happening there. Did Gen 4 at Indianapolis. That one I didn't bother uploading because I never want to think about that race ever again, even though I keep bringing it up. But just rough week. So I was really looking forward to getting out here in the league race and at least knowing that even if something does go wrong, everybody in here's cool.
That was 31.
And it's not a result of a lack of respect or something, like getting dumped in the trucks and the guy just not even caring. Like, we're all trying our best here to have a good race. And so far, that's definitely what we've got. Coming up to 16 laps of green flag racing so far. Car still feels great. We're getting rotation still. Been able to pull back out in front of Eric just a bit. I like I'm getting a little bit more loose on exit. That means that we're more on the right rear than the right front. So that's great news for how our wear is doing. Hopefully everybody else is having some good racing back there.
That lap time was 31.26.
I feel like both Gavin and Nick's uploads are going to be unique experiences because I know Nick started in the back intentionally. So he's going to be making his way forward back there, probably doing some heavy tire saving. I think Gavin was a bit closer to the front side of middle of the pack. I think he qualified like 7th or something like that, we saw. So he's going to be back there in the fray. So I'm looking forward to watching both of their perspectives. All the time I end up listening more than watching, because I'll listen to it while I'm on my way to or from work, or while I'm at work. Put in an earbud and listen to it.
Alright, Colton, that's good consistency.
That counts. Eric's turned up the pressure again a little bit. He's back to 0.4 behind us. Still feeling good with our car's handling, though. I'm not worried about falling off real bad. We are through 20 laps here, so still not even halfway through this run. Got a little bit more of a gap back to third. Gotta make sure I'm hitting my marks in 3 and 4. I've been a little bit too high up the track. Past 2 laps or so. I want to make sure I'm down at the bottom. There we go. That's more what I want. Get it right by that yellow line. It was just about as fast as the last lap, but it felt like I was able to get more rotation without using the steering wheel. Really like seeing that green on the session last lap. It's a good sign that we're hitting our pace that we need to be running. I feel like I could probably push more through 1 and 2, since we're getting on the right rear pretty good now. I think that's where Eric's gaining a bit on us, because he's probably feeling more comfortable pushing a little bit more through 1 and 2, since the car can get yawed out more. Let's carry a little more speed. I think we can get away with it. Pick up about a third of a tenth. He's gaining on us, though. I think at this point, I'm probably going to try to pit about lap 46. So that way if there's an issue with a lot of guys pitting at exactly halfway, then it can happen before I make my stop. Got it back to 0.3 gap behind us. Felt like a good 3 and 4 there.
That last lap was a 31.50.
I'll have to watch to see what he does too, though. He could try to undercut us. Try to get the track position. Looking at both Allen and Leighton back there, we know those guys know how to save tires, so no surprise to see they've moved forward. Don't know where they started. I think Allen started in the row behind us, that's right, because he was able to move forward. I know Leighton wasn't too far behind either, but no coincidence that they are in a good track position right now. We just saw some blue on the relative. Raymond in the 56. About 15 seconds ahead. I don't think we'll catch him before pit stops. So we've got about 15 laps until pit stops.
That lap time was 31.64.
A little bit of sunlight all of a sudden in 1 and 2. I think we had some cloud cover that has moved on. But the sun is going down, so I don't know if that's going to make the track all that much hotter anyway. Eric again starting to gain on us a little bit.
Okay, Colton, pit window open. You've just done a 31.65.
Still not pushing by any means, just trying to hit my marks and run the pace I want to run. About being smooth. Just kind of like how I said during qualifying, it's Nashville Superspeedway is kind of a place that feels like if you try to push, you just end up going slower because you end up trying to gas it up too soon out of the corner. You can gain a lot of time here just by keeping it close to the bottom for longer. We are over a third of the way through the race now, though. It has been going great so far. Wonder if at any point I do try to pick up the pace a little bit closer to pit stops. Maybe I'll try that for like a corner, and if it just makes me slower, like I think it might, maybe we don't bother. Because I'm already pushing a little bit on exit, because particularly in the exit of 2. Since the car is getting lots of good rotation there anyway. About 10 or so laps until I want to pit. Still maintaining a pretty consistent gap with Eric back there. He's not letting me breathe easy though, that's for sure. Constantly see him in my rear view mirror. Oh, should have lifted off. I felt like it was pushing up the track. Check for damage here in a second. Hopefully that didn't do much. I don't think we got it that hard, but still you don't want to be hitting it at all.
No damage. Car looks clean.
Good. Obviously a slower lap though. Don't be doing that too much. There we go. Wow, it turns out it's faster if you don't hit the wall. Well, now we know. We learn a lot of things here on this channel, don't we?
Okay, Colton, that's good.
Now you got like Darlington stripes. Do we get a Nashville stripe? Is that allowed? Am I allowed to claim that? We're gonna get pretty tight in 3 and 4. It's getting closer to pit stop time. Oh, yeah, starting to feel it. Eric's catching up. Wonder when he's gonna pit. How much do we want to defend? I think I just want to give him the lead, but I don't really want to bring the rest of the pack closer to us either. I guess the ideal situation is don't let him catch us at all, right? That would solve that problem. His tires are a little bit better than mine. I think it becomes very clear through 3 and 4. And I messed up my angle really bad in 1 and 2 there. Better 3 and 4 that time, though.
That's good consistency. Keep it up.
Corrected my mistakes through 1 and 2 that time. I think we've had a couple of guys
Car in front of us
come in for some tires. I think Nick maybe was going for a big undercut. I see his name.
That lap was a 31.78.
We're going to pit lap 46. I think I can claim that pretty confidently at this point. Eric looks like he might be going now, though.
That's new fastest lap for
doing that undercut.
30.61.
Okay, maybe not. It looked like he was backing off or something on the back stretch. He might have just had a moment on exit or something that I didn't see.
You've just done a 31.84.
Not this lap, but the next one. Alan looking really good. He's caught us by quite a bit. So he has done a very, very nice job with the tires. I hate that I have to announce it to him because I know he's probably going to try to copy me at the very least. But gotta let him know I'm going to pit. Pitting in here, pitting in. Alright, good enough.
45 miles per hour.
Didn't speed, so that's
when we exit the pits, we should be in position 20.
That's about all I can really ask for, right?
Pit box in 10,
Fuel and tires all set.
5,
Uh-oh.
3, 2, 1. Right here.
A little awkward there for a second. Guys leaving as I'm coming in. 68, 62.
Right front, 68%. Front left, 87%.
Share that.
Hitting this, Tom.
Go, go, go!
There's a car
You only have
approaching.
one
Don't
tire
cross the
yet
white line.
remaining.
Watch your mirrors.
The car in front is pitting.
pitting.
Car outside. Clear outside if you want it. Car outside. Clear up top.
You gotta be smart about how we're driving around. Guys have not taken their tires yet. Wanted to make sure I wasn't taking his line if he planned on cutting down there. So we were on the right rear, which means that we could probably afford to take it a little easier on the exits moving forward. Want to hit a couple good laps here, though.
Stand by. Hitting next time by.
P8. The gap to P9 behind is increasing.
Looking to get as much of an advantage as possible on Eric as our closest competitor. He still has not come in. Wonder if he's planning on going long.
We're currently setting the pace.
He's setting the
The car behind
pace.
you is pitting.
Very interested to see when he comes in. We were past halfway when we pit. We're looking to do the mathematical thing and divide the race in half.
Seventh position. We're currently setting the pace. That lap was at 30.36.
He's pitting, I guess, so he wants to go to the inside.
Still there at the bottom. Clear.
It's alright, we'll take one corner in that middle lane.
Next car is a lap behind.
We're about to unlap ourselves. And we are in the lucky dog position, so if we do get a yellow, we won't be completely screwed.
The car in front is
Behind
pitting.
is now 4.4 seconds.
And we get some draft. Look at that, Leighton. He's so good at that. 60-60, that's crazy.
P3. That last lap was
Perfectly
at
balanced, like all
5.5.
things should be, as they say.
Car outside. Go
Car
low.
ahead is Raymond, car number 56. Their rating is
Go low.
1.5.
Clear up top.
Eric going long. I guess at this point he's hoping for a caution, right?
You're now in
You've just
third.
done
I'm a bit surprised.
0.00.
I feel like he could have pit about the same time as me. He probably could have caught me and beat me, to be honest. I think he was probably a little bit better overall with how much he caught me. Obviously, if he gets a yellow, that's good news for him. But if he doesn't, that's going to really hurt him. I would have to imagine.
That lap time was 30.63.
I think we might have to start being nicer with tires now. I've been driving a little bit harder, expecting him to pit soon, but I don't think it's going to be necessary. Guy in front of us has already pit. We don't have to worry about that.
You've just
The
done
lead is pitting now.
30.77.
He's
The
pitting
leader
now, so some of
is
those
pitting.
guys staying out long, that would be Eric, I assume, pitting right now. He's gonna go low for us.
Car inside. Clear inside.
Thanks, man, appreciate that. He didn't have to do that.
Okay,
Are
Colton,
we
the next
pitting?
car is
No, he's
one
not
lap
pitting.
behind.
I thought I saw him up the road.
56
He didn't have to go lose that much time.
P2, you've just done a 30.88.
But I appreciate all the say, making it as straightforward as possible. Gavin's back there on 2-lap older tires. Alan's back there on equal tires. Alan's still got a chance. If I completely blow this last run and he saves tires the way that he did that first run, he could easily catch me. So, obviously not... ooh, lighting change. Obviously not in the bag quite yet. Plus, who knows? Maybe that long run really did work out for Eric. Maybe he knows something we don't about how this car works, or how this will work out. Because maybe it's kind of like a NASCAR Legends situation where you want to go out and stay out longer. Guess we'll find out if he's rocketing toward us before too long. But man, he sure did stay out a long time.
Consistency. Keep him coming.
He's all the way back in 11th right now.
Okay, Colton, you're reeling. Raymond in. The gap's now 2.8 seconds.
Catching Raymond, who has not pit yet. He's going ultra hard on the catch a caution. But he would hit the jackpot if he did right now, because then everybody would pit and he would just be in the lead. But not for much longer, because we are just about there. But I respect it. Give yourself a chance to roll the dice. Gavin looking really good. He had a great pit stop, it seems.
P2, you're reeling. P1.
Essentially running there in second.
1.03.
Oh my god, he just pit from the third lane. We survived though.
The car behind you is pitting. The leader's
Just
pitting
make sure to
now.
make sure I'm not muted.
Okay, you are the leader.
That was 31.05.
No harm done, we all survived. We've got 28 to go coming up here. What is Eric's progress looking like? Is he in the top 7 yet? Not quite seeing him. I'm still gonna keep an eye on what he's up to though, because obviously he's real good.
The gap behind is now 5.6 seconds.
He's over 10 seconds back though. Wonder if he had a clean stop, if he had any issues sliding through his box or anything like that. Thankfully, I avoided doing that to myself. I don't need any help doing it because I can mess up my pit stop all on my own, but it kind of got a little awkward with the guys coming out of the pits there too. So I kind of went to the inside, made myself intangible. Kind of navigate that a little bit easier. Looks like Gavin and Alan are going to have themselves a fun little race for second. Alan's got some fresher tires, but I'm sure Gavin's going to want to try to hold them off. Gavin's a very, very kind racer, though, so if he's got much better tires, he might just let him have it. I'm not sure. Not sure how the speed differences are looking between the two of them right now.
Behind is now 5.8 seconds.
2 laps may not seem like much, but that can really make a difference. Eric up to 7th, I see him now. See what the gap looks like. I'm sure he's gaining on me quick with how much fresher tires he has.
Your lap time was 31.32.
Yeah, he's gaining pretty good, but he's also got to make some passes, which is only going to slow him down a little bit more. A little worried I'm overdriving this second half of the race, but I'm feeling like with the extra grip we have on track as the temps go down, should help us get around this place with some speed.
The gap behind is now 5.9 seconds.
.22 to go. Fantastic race so far, though. Green and clean. And man, this is I jinxed it last time in the trucks. I don't think that video is gonna come out by the time I upload this one, because I want to get this one out quick. But in that one I was like, man, finally I got a good race this week, and then very bad, no good things happened in the last like 4 laps. So I'm gonna keep my mouth shut until this thing's over, I guess. I might have hurt my right front a little bit too much in the second run. But we do have quite a gap. I'm hoping we should be okay. Eric up to 4th, 8.6 back. That doesn't make me feel the greatest. How fast that he is gaining.
The gap to Lemons behind is now 5.7.
Gavin and Alan still racing back there. Alan not quite able to get around him despite the slightly faster tires, fresher tires. Wonder how long it will take Eric to get around him. He's about 2 seconds back from those two. I'm sure they're not just going to want to give it away. I need them to go ahead and battle it out as long as possible. Wonder how Nick's race is going. I know he did the big undercut. There he is in 10th. He's got a solid top 10 going right now. Especially for starting in the back. He's made a lot of passes. Whether that's from pit road or not.
The gap to P2 behind is now 5.4 seconds.
So slow through 3 and 4. I almost want to try shifting, but I know with my luck I'll probably try that and either blow my engine immediately or
That was a 31.64.
it'll kick sideways on me. No reason at all to even risk that, but I do like shifting whenever you have the option on ovals. I don't know, something about it's fun to me. But no real reason to even bother with that. Let's get this back to the top. Eric 6.6 back.
Okay, Colton. Your lap times are pretty
Still gaining
consistent.
on us, but he's
Last
got
lap
2
was
guys he's got to
31.64.
pass. Still. We do have lap traffic coming up. And they are racing for position, so I would understand if they don't want to just completely move out of the way. That could make things interesting for us.
That was 31.62.
Missed my marks there.
The gap to P2 behind is now 5.1.
And they're having a great race right there
The next car
in front
is
of us.
1 lap behind.
I hope I'm not
You've just
gonna
done a
interrupt it too much
31.70.
going by. Uh-oh, there's Eric. 5 seconds back. He got by Alan. "12 laps to go." It's like Rick has gotten the spot from Gavin G there. Gotta specify which Gavin. But thankfully we will not be influencing that battle at all.
That was 31.69.
Outside.
Get around
Stay
him.
low. There is a car on the high side. Outside, clear.
Bit of a shallower entry, but we're fine. Give him the thank you, the silent thank you.
The next car is a lap behind.
Got 10 laps to go.
Lap times are pretty consistent. P2 is getting closer. The gap's now.
Ooh, Eric's only 4.4 back. I'm gonna need him to calm down a little bit. We are gonna be fine, right? 9 laps to go.
You've just done a 31.74.
I think we should be fine. But a little close for comfort, that's for sure. I guess that's only fair. He was basically right up our bumper when we entered the pits. Or when I entered the pits.
P2 is closing the gap. It's now 4.4 seconds.
Right there. Ooh, wall hit on entry for Rick.
Car outside. Outside is clear.
Be careful not to get him on exit there. We got this lap traffic, but Eric's gonna have to get by it as well when he catches him.
The car in front of us is now 1 lap behind.
6 laps to go.
That lap was at 31.76.
Car's kind of coming back to me a little bit. It was a little bit tight for a while because I kind of overdrove it, but starting to get a little bit more turn again. Could be the track continuing to cool down. Kind of like I was hoping it would.
5 laps to go. Keep it up. We're in a great spot.
Okay, Colton, that's good consistency. Keep it up.
Got back on throttle a little too early there. Kind of drifted out of the corner. Didn't really need to do that.
The gap to P2 behind is now 3.9.
Eric back there at the line, 3.6 back. I think his progress has stalled enough. We should be feeling okay, so long as they don't make any major mistakes. Ooh, Swedish fish car, I like it. Those are good. They're kind of like Sour Patch Kids, but without the sour. Which I like Sour Patch Kids too. I'm a big fan of like the fruit candies. Like I like chocolate candies too. In fact, my favorite candy are Chocaroons. They're really good. But in general, I think I like fruit candies more. Like Starburst are pretty good. Skittles are pretty good. They're taking the titanium oxide out of them, which I didn't know they had in the first place. So I guess I'm just eating chemicals, but I mean that's what happens when you eat candy. You eat mysterious chemicals. That's just kind of how it works.
2 more, let's go.
2 laps left, you're P1.
But listen, you don't eat candy to be healthy, right?
8 seconds.
You got about 5 laps of fuel left.
But we are coming to the white flag. Well, he's shifting.
1 more lap to win.
I won't pass it here, so no worries about it.
Come on, Colton, 1 more lap. Keep it together. We'll win this. You've just done a 31.86.
Give him a chance at Jerry? Sorry, I don't know. Mr. Bergeron, in case he can get him out of the final corner here. No reason for me to pass him. We get enough of a gap. Yeah, we did it! Woo!
Drive absolutely flawless.
You won.
Good to be
What
back.
happens when you have the best crew chief?
Great race, good win. That was awesome.
Thanks, man. Good race. Thanks, Gavin, for hosting. This was a lot of fun.
Good win, Colton.
Oh my gosh, imagine that. I'm not in a disgusting
Great,
public
yeah.
lobby and
That's super fun.
we actually have a good race.
Good win, Colton.
Woo!
Good job, Colton. Good race, everybody.
A little burnout.
Okay, the race
Oh.
is over. Bring it on in.
That's what it's like to race with no yellow. I
Don't
like
run
it.
into the guy still finishing it up. Woo. Yeah. Got some more positive reviews on the setup Daniel provided. I gotta say, worked pretty well for me. Can't really share my tires after I just did what I did, but I guess this is what they are. My right front was probably pretty bad. at the end there, based on how I approached it, but great race to Eric. He definitely put the pressure on me. Didn't really give me any chance to breathe. I knew he was always going to be back there, and I knew even after he took that late pit stop, he was going to have crazy fast pace all the way to the end. So even when he was back there in like 11th, I'm like, I'm going to see him before the end of this thing. And sure enough, he makes his way back up to second, but we get it done. Great stuff. And the only reason I knew I could pit when I did is because I know not only is this track real clean, but usually these league races are pretty darn clean too. I could trust that we would go caution-free. Awesome stuff. So, caution-free, but were we incident-free? We will find out. Let's see. We did have a couple of 2Xs, and what? Including me? When did I get a 2X? Was it, I guess, at the end there? It counted my burnout? I don't know. Surely it wasn't that tiny itty-bitty wall hit I did, right? First thing that shows up, all the way, lap 60. And that's not even anything, that's just the tires wearing out. We might just have nothing. Raymond gets the wall. That was it. It's awesome. What a great group this is. So glad that we're back and racing in the league. So much appreciation to Gavin for putting it on. See, I know he was not too interested in doing it anymore. Apparently, while I was taking a break, league races he did, they weren't going so well, I guess. So he was kind of swearing it off, but glad he decided to stick with it for a little longer, because we got a really fun race here today. So no results to look at, league race, no iRating, safety rating, etc. to be gained, but according to Race Lab, it would have been a 52 iRating gain and a 2.9k straight to field, so I guess there's that. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed our exhibition race here at Nashville Superspeedway in the Xfinity car. Lots of fun. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.